Hello my fellow wizards, my name is Mitch the Mage, and here I am to talk about E3. I know it's a little bit pretty late to talk about it, but I can't hold back any longer. I've made this list of games that all of the companies have announced for games, so I'm going to talk about that. Hopefully this video doesn't take forever, and I just keep ranting on about certain things I don't like, and I do. Let's start with EA's press conference. So, EA just wasn't too bad. It was just, you know, lots of sports and stuff. I'm not a big sports dude, so hey, the sports games have campaigns. I don't know, that's cool, right? I haven't played a Madden game since GameCube, and that was because my friend had one, so I remember making a very fat football player that could run at the speed of light, and that's all I remember. Anyway, Star Wars Battlefront 2 might get me to buy it. I played the beta for the first one, wasn't a big fan, but I'm not the biggest fan of Battlefield type games anyway. It looks a lot more like the show. Like, from what I saw, you can be like droids, and you can ride ATs and stuff like that, and you can like fly around and shoot crap. I know they changed the battle system to, like, you're not just fighting over tokens anymore, you earn battle points individually and you can buy stuff. I'm guessing you can buy, like, heroes to play. Like, you could be Darth Maul and freaking throw laser or lightsabers around and stuff. I know you could be Rey. I don't know, it's Star Wars Battlefront. It looks a lot better. Like, the game modes and stuff look way cooler, I should say. Like, there are stages and stuff, like, it gets smaller and smaller. It's not just this giant battlefield. You kind of, like, go into this building and you have to go cramped quarters, and there's, like, the droids even had classes. Like, there was this heavy droid that had a shield. It was pretty cool. By the way, announcing that your DLC is free for the game? Good, EA. That's not what I was expecting. I was expecting, oh, by the way, this is $50. you know how EA works. Anyway, enough about that. They teased Anthem with the EA press conference. Anthem's looking interesting. A Way Out. I was a big fan of those games for the Xbox. Or I don't even know if they were only for the Xbox. I'm trying to remember what they are. Oh, Army of Two. That's what it is. Army of Two. Now, the first Army of Two game I played for the Xbox 360. Freaking awesome. I was a big fan of those games. That's exactly what this reminded me of. I mean, not the same type of thing, but the fact that you have co-op and you can have your buddy on the couch being the other person. Now, the difference being, it looks like in this game, you both don't have to be a part of the same cutscene if one of them goes into one, but you can also show up in the cutscene. What the heck does that mean? That's what they said. Like, is it like Divinity, like I've been playing? Like, I can just, like, walk around and just, like, stuff my face into the character that's speaking? I don't know. But it looks fun nonetheless. I'm kind of looking forward to that game, actually. Looks pretty fun. Need for Speed Payback. Not a big driving game kind of thing anyway. I play Mario Kart. That's pretty fun, right? It looks cool from what I can see. From the one time I played Need for Speed, some game on the Xbox 360, that was pretty fun. You had like slow down moments and stuff, and you could blow up cop cars into the wall. That's what I remember. Yeah, then there's Madden 18. They were excited to announce that there is a campaign for it. I don't know how you do a campaign for a sports game, but some of these said they were co-op, like FIFA 18, NBA 18. They all have like campaigns and stuff. So football, and basketball. Anyway, that was pretty much what I got from EA. I'm sure they did a couple other things, but it didn't make it on my list, so sorry about that. So EA's press conference in a whole, I would say, is interesting. I'm just not the biggest sports fan, so it doesn't cater to me, honestly. But anyway, on to Microsoft. They showed off Anthem. And it looks interesting. The voice acting for the gameplay was kind of hilarious. Like, oh, Asura's Wrath! I got the gun, Asura's Wrath, guys! It's so amazing. It's like, yeah, you kind of just pick that up, but whatever. Anyway, looks interesting. I'm hoping it's not just the same as Destiny was the first game, and they can't keep some promises, but I don't know. The gameplay looks pretty cool. We'll have to see. It's not a game that I might not... It's a game I might not get anyway, but they teased the Assassin's Creed Origin game. I like the premise of Assassin's Creed. I stopped playing after Black Flag. Black Flag was freaking fun. I love that game. But then they came out with Unity and Assassin's Creed Top Hat, which I can't remember the name of that. Oh, Syndicate, isn't it? I just call it Assassin's Creed Top Hat. Assassin's Creed Unity was the glitchy one, so Assassin's Creed Glitch. I like the stories of 1 and 2. 3 was interesting. Haytham Kenway, or whatever his name was pretty cool. He was badass. But yeah, this is interesting. This is actually one I might get back into. The origins of the Assassin's Creed organization alone kind of tickles my fancy. I want to see the story of that. And if they don't screw that up, that'll be nice. I want to know, is this just going to be like its own Assassin's Creed game? Like, this is the start? It's not even going to be a person in the Animus, maybe. I don't know. I kind of was mad that Assassin's Creed went the way it did. I know at the end of Was it Black Flag that Desmond died? Sorry, spoilers. After he died, I was just like, I don't have any reason to play this game. You know what I thought? I thought you were learning Assassin's Creed techniques. It might be at the end of 3 that he dies. I can't remember. I think maybe... Oh, Black Flag was the one where you were a first-person guy at the... what is it? Can't remember the organization name, but the people who made the Animus. I was hoping that Desmond would become this badass in real life, and he used these battle skills. Oh, it's Abstergo, and you attack those guys with your skills, but it was very, like, far and few between, like, nothing, it wasn't any part of the main game. I was hoping there would be a game where it would be half the Animus world and half the real world, like you can actually explore the real world and, like, assassinate people that way. But I understand, because there's actual, like, machine guns in real life, and I don't know. I don't know. They'd have to do the whole Mirror's Edge, like, oh, I'm gonna kick your gun out of your hand and stuff like that. I don't know. But they have guns in those games, so they might be like powder rifles, but they shoot them so constantly. The whole RPG element of the attacking and stuff. Interesting. Anyway, enough about this game. I could talk about Assassin's Creed all day. Or they showed off a game called Code Vein. That's kind of like an RPG. Or, I mean, like a Dark Souls RPG kind of thing. It looks anime-ish. I can say that. From what I saw, I was like, oh, here's another anime game. Like anime JRPG. But no, it was kind of like Dark Souls. Pretty interesting. I want to see how that goes. Crackdown 3 with Terry Crews. Pretty cool. Terry Crews can endorse anything and it becomes instantly awesome. Like, auto-blocking power wash! Or auto-blocking body wash! Yeah, just freaking awesome. Crackdown 3, though. I remember playing Crackdown on the Xbox, and that was a pretty fun game. Not looking too bright with the gameplay that we got. There was no destructible buildings or anything, but we'll see. That was kind of really early. Interesting. Maybe get... If it comes out on PC, I'm not getting an Xbox One. Either way, I only have a PS4 and a PC, so if it comes out on PC and it's not too bad on the Microsoft shop, then maybe. We'll see. Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Kind of a... I don't like the name, but the game looks freaking fantastic. They did 3D models in a way that animates just like the show. It's the weirdest way I've ever seen 3D models animated. It's animated just like spontaneously. The 3D fighting games for Dragon Ball Z have been like, you know, they'd have the idle animations where they kind of... But this one, it was just like, they were standing still and then like, their animation would finally like twitch. It was twitchy. just kind of like the show. But some things are like super fluid, really cool. It looks really cool. I'm hoping it comes to PC if it's not an exclusive. I don't know which ones these are exclusive because it was very confusing. But I don't know what's exclusive to Xbox or like only. But anyway, that was pretty cool. They revealed an actual Forza. No, it wasn't a Forza car, but they revealed a car on stage, and everybody was just kind of like, "Oh, okay, it's E3. This is a game show, but cool." For Forza Motorsport 7, Forza games, like I said, driving games aren't my main forte, but it looks pretty sweet. Not gonna lie, looks pretty sweet. That's all I can say about that. Probably not gonna get it. Cuphead, we'll see. We'll see if it comes to PC. Cuphead, it's Cuphead. You probably heard about it in almost every E3, like so many E3s now. PUBG is coming to Xbox. Hey, that's pretty cool. I already have it on PC, so well, whatever. Life is Strange 2. I know a lot of people are looking forward to this. I've not played the first one. Rachel? I don't know. I saw a lot of comments going, Rachel, Rachel. It was kind of funny, but yeah. Looks interesting. I might play the first one just to play this one. Metro Exodus. Yes. Yes. I love Metro games. Metro games are my bread and butter. I wish I would have just played them for the channel, but there's only so many games I can play. But I want to play some games for myself, so I don't have to record them. Because I don't have this is like the only time I can record, and I just got off work. So all the stress and all the stuff from work is still on me. And whatnot. Anyway, Metro is one of my favorite games. The trailer for it was pretty cool. I'll be playing that game in like, I can't remember what the mode is called. It's how it's supposed to be played, like with the HUD off, and you don't know how much ammo you have unless you check. I'm hoping this game will be a lot larger than the other games, or at least the same length, but maybe a little longer. The other games can be kind of short because, you know, I go hardest difficulty as soon as you go. There's not much replayability in those games. I guess there was like some choices in the last light that I remember that you could have done things differently at the end, but it's not that different. Anyway, I thought the books ended there anyway. I think I remember searching the books online and looking at the ending. I think it ended with the good ending or the bad ending. I'm not sure. And I thought the book ended there, so I don't know how they're doing a new one. Maybe he's still writing books, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's just its own thing. Middle-earth, Shadow of War. Freaking loved the first... what is it called? Oh, Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor. Wow, it's so alike. Shadow of War looks freaking fun. Especially Orc Bro, as Pro Jared calls him. He's definitely Orc Bro, like, oh, Bright Lord, Dark Lord, who cares? How's it going, champ? It's kind of funny. Freaking awesome stuff. Definitely gonna get that game. The revenge mechanic looks freaking badass. Getting that game. Can't say it enough. It's like Assassin's Creed, but you also run at the speed of light around the freaking world. It's freaking awesome. That game's rocks. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Never played Ori and the Blind Forest. Heard it was awesome. Maybe play it one day. Still gotta play the first one anyway. I don't know if you have to play the first one, but I should probably play the first one. Maybe I'll record it. I don't know. Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves looks badass. That's what I might get. From watching Angry Joe's gameplay of it, looks freaking fun. It's like a MMORPG for pirates. Like, pirates are my favorite thing. Let me tell you, One Piece. I might be recording my game that I got, J-Star Victory Versus, just so I can show off. I love anime games, and I love anime. One Piece is my favorite anime because the whole pirate thing. It's freaking awesome. And Sea of Thieves is my bread and butter. It looks freaking sweet. It doesn't look like a loot fest. It just looks like you guys. It's more about the journey. You get more money from like doing chess, it looks like, but I don't know if that's like the final version of what that's going to be like. Yeah, I'm glad they showed more stuff other than just like ship battles. Pretty cool. And then Super Lucky's Tale. It looks kind of like a Banjo-Kazooie thing, kind of like what they did with Ukulele. Still haven't played Ukulele. I said I was gonna play it, but then I read some reviews and it's like, oh, average. Though that's never stopped me. Maybe I'll try out Super Lucky's Tale out sometime. I don't know. Don't know. We'll have to see. And that ends Microsoft's conference. Their conference was pretty interesting. I'd say it was pretty good. They revealed so many games, so I gotta give them a pretty good rating anyway. I don't have anything like out of 10 or whatever. I'm just gonna say pretty good. Alright, there's a lot of games. You guys did good. Also Xbox One X, Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One X. That's gonna be so confusing for parents to buy stuff for their kids. I'm glad my kid isn't at that stage yet. Though, I mean, I'm already in the technology enough as it is, so I'd know. But I know confused parents are gonna get their kids the wrong thing and they're gonna freak out and rage. But that's a story for another day. I didn't talk about that anyway because it's not a game. Anyway, I'm digressing. Gotta make this video not last 5 hours. So on to Bethesda. Skyrim on Switch. Yeah, okay. We saw that in the Switch reveal. So Skyrim on Switch, and it has amiibo stuff. You can like put the Master Sword and his tunic and his shield in. It's like mods already do that anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's Skyrim on Switch. Of course, I might get it. I've played so much Skyrim. I know Skyrim's like one of the most badass games, but there's only so much Skyrim you can play before you can get sick of it. I mean, I'm that type of person. Like, once I beat a game, I beat it. I don't know what else to say. Dishonored 2 is getting a new standalone expansion, Death of the Outsider. Looks pretty cool. I'm a big fan of the Dishonored games. Ever since I saw leaked footage of the first one, just like teleporting and stabbing people in the neck, I was a big fan of this game. Looked freaking awesome, played freaking awesome. 2, short. Second game did a little better on that, but the first one was way too short. Probably gonna get this expansion. Doom VFR. Doom Virtual Fucking Reality. It's VR. I don't really have any VR peripherals. My brother has an Oculus Rift dev kit too, and I don't think it's even like up with the times. You probably can't even use it for games like this, so I don't know. It's Doom Virtual Reality, so I don't know. The Evil Within 2. The Evil Within 1 looked pretty fun. It's like more of like a horror game. Not my expertise, but who knows, I might get it one day. I don't know. It looks pretty cool. That's all I can say. Fallout 4 VR. That sounds pretty cool. If I had a VR helmet. VR? VR Gambit? Come on guys, make an actual VR game. Somebody make a VR game. That's full-fledged AAA VR game. Stop tipping your toes in it. Like, AAA games are already there, and then you're just like, oh, have a touch of VR. Touch of VR. Stop doing that. Just make a game that requires you to have VR that's also AAA. Make like a freaking Call of Duty VR. I don't know. Do something. Make a peripheral, or you have like a, I don't know, MP40 for Modern Warfare 2, and it's like, I'm ranting anyway. Quake Champions and beta. Hey, my brother was playing Quake Champions. It looks fun. He got invited to the beta. I didn't really sign up, but hey, it looks pretty fun. Wolfenstein 2 game I probably will be getting. Wolfenstein is that weird, awesome series that's on the side that I always enjoy. Those 3D Wolfensteins are pretty awesome, like the New Order. Probably gonna get this one too. It's just a fun game on the side. This one even looks like way wackier and stuff. So, probably gonna get it. So, Bethesda all around. Oh yeah, they also announced that paid mod thing, but they wanted you to know that it's mods that, not paid mods, but mods you pay for. I'm sure they're gonna make a way to make it look appealing, because they can't just make mods that just look like the existing ones and just sell it. Like, they actually have to make creatures and stuff for the game, because a lot of the mods for like Skyrim and stuff only add creatures into the game that are reskinned and stuff. So I don't know, I'm sure they'll do something. So Bethesda in a whole on their press conference didn't really do it for me. Wasn't that good of a press conference from what I watched. That's not such a bad thing either. It's Bethesda. They can muck it up sometimes. They're trying to ride the Skyrim thing for so long. How many E3s has Skyrim been in? Like, you gotta get rid of Skyrim. Come out with Valenwood, dude. Come out with Valenwood. Okay, Ubisoft. Okay. Mario+rabbits Kingdom Battle. Instant get for the Switch for me. Instant get. Like, as soon as I saw the gameplay, I don't care it has rabbits in it. I don't care if rabbits are cancer. I wasn't a big fan of the rabbits thing either. Instant get. It's freaking awesome looking. The gameplay looks freaking awesome. They started off with that. Shigeru, whatever his name is, Shigeru Miyamoto, came out and was just like, I have this blaster thing. And then the French guy from Ubisoft came out, I have this blaster thing too, and they posed. And then Mario+rabbits, just, freaking awesome. I don't have to explain anymore. It's just awesome. Good game. Gonna get. They played more, or they showed more of Assassin's Creed Origins. I watched some of the gameplay that was after this press conference. It has those RPG mechanics, man. It's so interesting. They showed the Crew 2. I didn't even know the Crew 1 was about like touring the United States, like a miniature version of it, but this one has boats and planes now, and you can customize races and stuff. I don't know, it's the Crew 2. If you like this kind of game, you're probably gonna get it. Like I said, racing and stuff, not for me, but this one's a little bit more interesting than like Forza Motorsport 7 for me, so might check it out in the future. South Park: The Fractured But Whole. Yeah. Instant get, because the first South Park was freaking amazing. Excuse me while I look up the name of that one. I can't remember. It was The Stick of Truth, of course. How can I forget that? It had Mario RPG-like mechanics in it. Like, how can I say no to that? Freaking awesome. Skull and Bones. Basically Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Ship battles without the Assassin's Creed. Pretty cool. They said there's more stuff to it than that, but we'll see in the future. Looked pretty interesting from what I saw. Not a lot of YouTubers could get footage of it, so I don't know what the actual game footage looks like, but it looks pretty fun. Beyond Good and Evil 2. So many people were freaking out about this. They were so amazed that they would do this. I've never even heard of Beyond Good and Evil, so I wish I could have been a part of that commotion. It looks pretty cool from what I saw, but it was just a trailer. Right? That's all I could get from it. The characters are pretty interesting. The monkey mechanic guy, or whatever his name is, pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that, actually. They did some more Far Cry 5 stuff. I don't think you guys know, unless you watch my videos with a Rock's Life. I am from Montana. The thought of killing freaking cultists, extreme cultists of the Christian religion, or like any of those that believe in Christ, freaking awesome. You'd think that I'd be triggered, but The fact that it's going to be in Montana, me and my friends joke that they're going to add DLC for our favorite towns that we live by. It's Montana, like, how could I not get Far Cry 5? I didn't get Far Cry 4, but I'm going to get Far Cry 5. They say they're using Montana as a base. Like, I want to see what they do with Montana. It's not that pretty of a place. Well, it's pretty, but there's nothing around. It's just hills and mountains. I guess it's a perfect Far Cry environment. Anyway, that's pretty cool. New Steep stuff. Not a big Steep. I didn't want to play Steep. It's Steep. Yeah, pretty cool. They're adding some Olympic sports stuff. I'd be excited if I was a Steep player. They're talking about a game called Starlink. Kind of use like this amiibo, kind of like Skylander things that you put on this disc and you load in your ship with, and you can like exchange parts on the go. That's cool. It looks like it's kind of like trying to catch on to the whole dying Skylanders thing, like collecting the parts. But they say you can also do it digitally, but I don't know, maybe you get like bonuses if you buy the parts. I don't know. It looked interesting. Space stuff I'm also not the biggest fan of, but looks cool. They did Just Dance. It's Just Dance. They have to release a new one every year. Just like EA have to release a new sports game every year of every single genre. It was Just Dance. I guess Sub-Zero or whatever came on stage and started dancing. That was kind of funny / cringy. Transference. That's that new game with Elijah Wood. Elijah Wood's sitting there with the VR helmet on like this. And it was Elijah Wood. It was like a horror game, VR game that's talking about it. It was like meta. I don't know. Very weird. I'm looking more forward to that, or looking forward to seeing more of that, because it was just like this really confusing trailer thing, and they were like, Elijah Wood, everybody, yeah, he's the one getting tortured. So for Ubisoft's score, good on you, Ubisoft. You started it as best you can, and you probably won E3 for me. It was a toss-up between you and Nintendo, but I'm kind of a Nintendo, not the biggest Nintendo fanboy, but I can agree that Nintendo makes really good games, for the most part. Anyway, on to Sony. Call of Duty World War II? Please, Sony. Or please, whoever's doing this Call of Duty, I don't know if it's like Treyarch or Infinity Ward or whoever. Remember World at War, please. Remember World at War. Remember how in World at War you could have your legs blown off and your arms fly out if you get exploded. Please do that again. That was freaking awesome. I'm a fan of super gory games, and that's why I like Gears of War so much. Please have it so that my legs can blow off again. That was the last of that kind of thing, and it made me so sad that none of these games, unless you're like a robot, please just let me walk over a bouncing Betty again and just my entire half of my body blows up again. Please. That was so nice. So nice. Days Gone. Trying to make the whole zombie thing again interesting. It looks pretty interesting. You can use the zombies against camps of enemies. And there was a bear. Pretty fun though. It was kind of cool seeing the sheer amount of zombies coming at you. How many you could kill and mow down before you just run out of ammo and you gotta go. Pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to that. Probably not gonna get it just yet unless there's a sale going on way later when it comes out. Destiny 2 stuff, not the biggest surprise. They already had that Destiny 2 summit thing. Detroit Become Human. This game looks freaking interesting. Interesting to me. Like, ever since I saw this game at E3 last year. Was it? Pretty sure it was E3 last year. I've been interested in it because I kind of dig the whole detective thing, and then they showed a different side of things, like maybe a different campaign. where they all meet together in the end or whatever. And you were kind of like an android that was either rebelling / trying to help the human rebellion. I don't know. I like the other one better, where you're trying to save that girl's life from that guy, the other android that was trying to jump off the building with her. Other than that, though, pretty interesting. Liked it. I'm looking forward to that game. That's probably a must-buy for me. They showed off Skyrim PSVR. It's Skyrim with VR. Why haven't you done this before? Like, this should have been an E3 2015, guys. Come on. Wait, when did PSVR come out? I'm probably like talking out of my ass here. Dad of War? You made God of War interesting to me again. I played one that was on the PSP and I can't even tell you which one it was. And that was enough for me to know what this genre was like. I wasn't a big fan of the whole just button mashing and then quick time event thing. This looks freaking awesome. Third person God of War game where you're like throwing axes and stabbing people. You made me interested in God of War. And it's like a whole Norse theme instead of like the Greek gods. So there's that. There's the impatient VR thing. You're like in an insane asylum being talked to by a doctor. VR thing. I don't have a PSVR, so Knack 2, baby. Knack 2. Knack's coming back. Who wanted Knack 2? Other than Video Game Donkey, who really wanted Knack 2, guys? That's all I can say. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite looks freaking awesome. Been a big fan of the Marvel vs. Capcom series anyway. Might get it. I don't have all this money that I'm saying I might get everything, but we'll see. We'll see. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Okay. This looks freaking awesome. I don't care what you say about the QuickTime events. As long as the entire game is not like that, I think we're good. Looks freaking cool from what I see. I want to see how just like the regular world reacts with you. Like, how is it going to be like, oh, there's a skyscraper up there. I'm going to web up, somehow target other webs to hit the other buildings and like swing through the air out. I want to see how that works. Is it like the whole Attack on Titan game thing? Because that was a pretty cool technology or like mechanic that they figured out. Pretty interesting. There's a lot more VR games, PSVR, but like I said, VR games. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, more Uncharted games. Like, they're still milking that series. Interesting. I don't know. I played up to 3. I haven't played whatever the Thief's End game was, Chapter 4 or Uncharted 4. I haven't played that one yet, but I was a big fan because this piques my, like I said earlier, the whole pirate thing. The whole like some of the stories that were like, oh, what happened to the gold that was lost during that one trip back from Spain, and when they found the city of gold. That's like the coolest thing ever. Adventures like that always interest me. Once I saw that was coming to this game, it was like, oh, I gotta get Uncharted. But now I have to play 4. Hopefully it's going on sale or something soon, because I don't have the money to buy all this crap. And then Undertale is coming to PS4 and Vita. Why? Undertale's kind of like outdated. I'm sure the kids with Vita access are gonna love it. They're gonna love role-playing as Sans. Overall, Sony's conference was meh. My favorite thing out of the whole thing was either Dad of War, Detroit Become Human, Marvel vs. Capcom. Oh, I forgot to talk about the Shadow of the Colossus remake. I haven't played the first one. This looks like a good entry to me playing it. So, cool. Can't believe I almost missed that. I was like reading down the list. I didn't see it. Don't know why. Okay, let's get on with the video. Nintendo. Finally, you're making my friend happy. I've only played Metroid 1. Beat 1. Let alone all the other Metroid games. My friend hates me that I have only played 1 and not all of the others. But it makes him so happy Metroid Prime 4 and Metroid 2, the remake for the 3DS. You know I'm gonna get this stuff because I have the Switch. I need games for the Switch. I need more games for the Switch, guys. I need more. I'm probably gonna play both. I have a 3DS and a Switch, so probably gonna get both Metroids. And then maybe play the actual games that they're associated with. Like Prime series and Metroid 2 for the Game Boy. Maybe I'll go back and play them. I don't know. Kirby game. Kirby is my bread and butter franchise. Kirby. I'm so glad. This is a must get. It's Mario and Rabbids and then Kirby. Yes. Kirby. Too bad it's coming in 2018. That made me a little salty. There's new DLC for Breath of the Wild though. I'll probably get that. Looks like there was a trial thing where you basically start off with nothing and you have to go through these different levels. And it's supposed to level up your Master Sword? I don't know. Like, what does that mean? Like, it's never gonna break after that, or just does more damage? What the heck does that mean? Oh, there's like a hard mode that adds like new kind of types of enemies. Like, there was flying enemies, and they regenerated health, and they were just kind of, in general, harder to kill. Maybe I'll do a run of that. I don't know. And then they added like a path mode that lets you see where you've gone. That's pretty cool. That means you can keep track of where you've gone and where you haven't, which is a big problem in Breath of the Wild because it's such a big game. Anyway, enough of Breath of the Wild. Pokemon Tournament DX, or whatever it's called, coming to it. I was never into that kind of series anyway, the Pokemon Tournament thing. I don't really care. But they also said there's an RPG game in the makes for the Switch. Good on you guys. Too bad we don't have any information about that game. That means it's going to be on next year's E3. We're not going to hear about it unless we get leaked something. So, sucks that we're going to have to wait so long for this freaking new Pokemon handheld type game on this handheld, but that's also a console that you can play at home. I'm pretty psyched for it. Okay, this is what I wanted to talk about. Rocket League? So, everybody says that they want to play Rocket League on the go. Don't the majority of players play Rocket League online? Like, a lot of people play Rocket League online, right? If you're playing on the go, like if you're on a car trip, you're just playing with AI. Why do you want to play Rocket League on the go so much? I don't understand that one. This is the one that I don't understand as much. It's car soccer on the go with AI. You're not playing against... Unless you're like, you want to go to the hotel or something, and they have Wi-Fi. But I don't know. That one doesn't make sense to me, but, you know, feel free to roast me in the comments. Super Mario Odyssey, must get. It just looks cool. Look it up on your own. Freaking awesome. Mario's a dinosaur. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Definitely an anime game. There's a lot of boobage. There's a point where she's like falling off the cliff, and you look down, and it's like just nothing but chest. It was like her face and then her chest. Xenoblade Chronicles. So anime. That's all I could say. So much boobage. Maybe I'll have to get into Xenoblade Chronicles 1. And then I'll see what the hype is around that game. Pretty cool. Looks interesting. Maybe it's something I'll get for the Switch just because I don't have a bunch of Switch games. Fire Emblem Warriors. The only Warriors game I've really been interested in, and I still haven't gotten, is all the Pirate Warriors series. Because it's One Piece. Like I said earlier, I'm a big fan of One Piece. So, Fire Emblem Warriors, probably not going to get, but who knows. Maybe it'll go on sale and I'll have a little bit of... It's just like button mashing fun. And then Yoshi. Just Yoshi. Kind of cardboard this time instead of Woolly World. Nintendo did good. You did good. You appeased a lot of fans, but you left a lot of fans hanging. So like F-Zero, I don't know what else franchise-wise. Maybe you could do like a new Luigi's Mansion. I don't know. What am I talking about? I'll never get another Luigi's Mansion. Even though the one on 3DS did pretty good. They also showed off the Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Monsters. That's interesting. What made me sad was they updated it with the new sprites. I liked the old sprites. I don't know why. I was so used to the old sprites, and when I've gotten every game for the Superstar Saga series afterwards. Once they updated to the new sprites, it was kind of saddening for me. Like, I don't know, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I like the old sprites. They were like goofier, and I like that the fact that they were not as well made as the new ones. That's just me being a, you know, retro gamer or retro fixer or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you like this video. Feel free to drop by my Twitter. It's just at Mitch the Mage. And I also have a Facebook page, Mitch the Mage. I can't remember what else I have. I have countless others. And yeah, you guys have yourself a nice day. Thank you for watching this long rant about the E3 games. Yes.